The lamest excuse, I'm gonna have to go. I mean, I've heard some doozies. I'm gonna have to go with I couldn't get my essay done. I couldn't come to class. I couldn't get things done because I was dead.
During final week, we have a lot of grandparents who die, and sometimes they die 2 and 3 times depending how many semesters you have that student. So I feel vulnerable as a grandparent myself, as to how many times I can die.
Worst excuse is when you have a student that says, I'm too sick to come to class, but you see them walking on campus. Worst excuse.
Oh, I get those regularly. I have a sprained foot, or I have a fever and I'm going to the doctor right away today to find out why I have a fever. I mean, we have a lot of maladies on campus, and those doctors must be terribly busy.
The ones that are just like whatever is the ones that are like repeated offenders, and it's always something. It's like well, my car got broken into like right before class, and okay, that's fine, that's for that day. And the next day, well, I'm like throwing up right at this exact second. Okay, fine. And the next one, well, like something catastrophic is happening at this exact moment. It's like always something. So those are the ones that get kind of like, whatever. Like I don't believe you anymore. So
Best excuse? I'm in jail.
I'd say the most unusual excuse for missing class was a family member. This person came in and said a family member was missing, and they were helping the police search the woods to see if they could find this family member.
Well, I'm getting ready to sort of walk into class about 7:45, and all of a sudden I get a text message, and it's from Blake. And Blake says, I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm not going to be able to make it into class. I'm down at Centerville. I've just arrowed the largest buck I've ever seen in my life, and I'm going to follow it and watch it die.
What I like to do is give credit for original excuses. And I think one of the better ones that I've gotten is a student missed a class because when she went to put her boot on, there was a bee in the boot, and it stung her foot and she couldn't get her shoes on to come to class. So that was a good one.
Best excuse, I had a student say that they couldn't get their work done because they were busy hanging out with the Rolling Stones, which I did not believe until the student produced selfies from hanging out with the Rolling Stones. Apparently they went to a concert with a friend, and the friend had backstage passes. So yeah, I probably would have been late for my essay on that one too, I think.